going 80. Here we go, shot. Panther 60, Panther 60. Tag. 18 Cardinal. Ready. Ready. 60 Eagle. Come on, set! Bronco 80! Ready?
Well, if there's a city that knows the proper way to smash a guitar, yeah, it is this city of rock and roll. And in the footsteps of Hendrix, Cobain, and so many others. Another one has been shattered to pieces before kickoff here at Huntington Bank Field in Cleveland. Here to begin this one is Cameron Dicker. And off we go from Cleveland. This return starts at the 5. He's brought down just inside the 25. So here are the Browns now, headed out for their first drive. And they'll be led out by someone that we'll get a look at here, this second-year passer.
While we all love to talk about the quarterback, he really wasn't at the forefront of their win last week, Kate. Kind of took a step back and let some of his teammates shine. Yeah, he made a good mark with a touchdown pass, a bad mark with an interception. Welcome to life in the NFL as a quarterback. You know he wants to make a little more noise, elevate everybody else a little better than he did a week ago.
They pick up 14 yards on that one, and that's a Browns first down.
When you script that first 15, Kate, and that first play is a run play, you can't do it better than that.
We've set it downs from 37.
Let's go now. Cougar 19. Let's go.
First down, and they go right back to it. And 3 yards is all he was going to get. It's second down. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here. What he was able to do in support of that win. 4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. That's incomplete on second down. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So that brings them to third down.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
He'll air it out on third. Has him on the quick hitter. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps the drive moving.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on third down, that's a QB's best friend.
On first down, here comes Hall. Nothing doing on the outside there. No gain on the run. That's going to bring up second down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. Let that pass rush get home.
Let's see what they went with on third down.
Cup 19, Cup 19. Here we go, Scott. Ready?
Third and long for him here. He puts some air under it deep down the left. Well, they had the look. Certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing fourth down. The Browns are lining up to punt. And this will put an end to the drive after it stalled out. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. And that's well into the end zone, so a missed chance to stick them near the goal line. Instead, they're going to have the ball at the 20. So here are the Falcons out on offense for their first drive. And they'll be led out by their fourth-year quarterback.
Some tough luck last week for this quarterback, Kate. 2 touchdowns, the 1 interception, and you just know the way it works. These coaches love to tell us they always think about the losses. They sting way more than the wins. It's the same thing with the quarterback. He's not thinking about the touchdowns. He's thinking about correcting that interception and knowing right here, he's got to play some clean ball.
And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock Hewitt, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Short pass brought in. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
He gets it again to Mitchell. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Call it got 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down.
First down. A gain of 7. First down, Atlanta.
Come on.
There's Robinson up the middle, and he's into the front for a gain of about 2. We'll look at his numbers on the ground from last week here.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Need a better result than that last run. It's second and 8.
Let's go.
They kick the running back in motion. Now looking to throw. Complete. It's Bijan Robinson. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Throw here, third down. Right side, reeled in by Pitts. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's a Falcon first down.
It's a gain of 10. And the Falcon first down.
Reload.
Robinson on the inside give. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10.
So through one, this game, more for you defensive maestros out there. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second.
Ready.
We'll return to Huntington Bank Field after this.
Get it.
He'll work against the blitz. Low left side is caught by Pitts. And he's right up next to that first down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up third and short.
A gain of 10 brings up third and inches.
Alert. Ready.
He's going to keep this one. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stopped him at the line. No gain.
That's more than a must-get for a quarterback. I really put that in the always-get territory. Even if the defense knows what's coming, you got to be able to drive forward for at least a couple inches.
First and 10 around to Robinson. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got second and 11. That goose egg up on the scoreboard, Brock, is not going away anytime soon if they keep having plays like that.
They really need something. An injection of energy here. Nothing will take the spark out of a series quite like getting stuck for a loss.
And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's
Drive in dire straits. It's third and 9.
Ready.
Here he goes, third and long. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
first and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Now to give to Bijan. They'll cobble together a yard there. Big Mason Graham engulfing that play.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Gain of about 8 here. Nice pickup, but he stopped a second before he can move those chains.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stopped him at the line. No gain.
Kate, is there a simpler play in football that's come to life more than the QB sneak? We see all different varieties now, but it has become so darn effective. When you got a tough QB that wants to put it on his shoulders, you sign up for it.
Alert!
From the gun, it's Robinson. Give him a few yards on that run. It's second and 7.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line. It's a pickup of 3.
Now, we are still scoreless in this one as we've reached our 2-minute warning. Hang with us. More football in Huntington Bank on its way. Second down now. They need 7. Throwing now out of the shotgun. Now he takes it. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Falcons get some late points and the lead. Dicker tacks on the extra point. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And this drive will start inside the 25. Onto the field comes the Browns offense for the second time. Still in search of their first points as we work our way through the middle of this game. The score 7-0. They'll start this one out with home. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
To the left and hauled in by Likely. And he crosses the sideline a yard or two beyond, it looks like the 30.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Third and a lone yard coming up.
Here we go, here we go.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Going for it on their own side, Brock. Okay, bold call, but they only need a yard. Here's the snap on 4th. He's got it to his running back. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting the first. Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Sticking to the air here. Throw left side, complete. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably. One falls incomplete this first half so far. It's not met the standard they set for themselves.
From the 40, here comes 2nd and 10.
Come on, come on.
Still sticking with the passing game. That one's complete over the middle. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Now a timeout's called. Cleveland using its second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Good moving drive, but it could stall out here. We've got 3rd and 4.
Let's go now.
They'll throw it. Completed to his running back. And he's going to be out of bounds. Looks like a yard or 2 short of the 25. Gain of 9 yards on the play. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland first down.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
Ready?
They keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Go. Ready?
He's going to throw it again. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And it sets up 2nd down.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
Escapes the pocket. Brought in right side. And he's going to go out of bounds just short of that red zone.
Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket. It really does become, well, the schoolyard. And you got to scramble around. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
Connects with his back. Hall. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal. Well, I know it says running back on the roster, Brock, but this guy's having a pretty great start catching the football instead.
It's what the best of them do. I mean, look around the league. These running backs want to get paid, right? They want theirs. Well, catch a ball like this, and trust me, you'll get yours.
4 downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal.
Ready.
From the red zone now. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Check up.
Throwing it again here. And it's brought in. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns get their first points of this game just before halftime. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yeah.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. What makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
They'll try this extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Browns tie this game 7-7. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Returning it from the 4. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The last drive of the half isn't going to be long. 14 seconds remaining.
Reno.
All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Quite the start to that drive, huh, partner? First play sets him up at the 38.
First down, Atlanta.
He'll throw it. Finds him over the middle. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be at 2nd. Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Looking to throw. And he's not going to get something done. They take him down. So that's how our first half's going to end. A momentum-building play for their defense.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. Week 12 is here. After this weekend, 2/3 of the regular season will be in the rearview mirror. Let's get into the highlights. Our trip around the NFL starts now. At Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, the Steelers at home to take on the Saints. And here's the Steeler wideout. He's one of the 4 verticals on this route, and it's a deep shot. They connect. And when it's all said and done, that's an 80-yard catch and run for the touchdown. Next up, we go to Charlotte. We'll look in on the Panthers as they play host to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And it's Bucky Irving. He'll find an opening, and he's gone 20 yards on the touchdown. The Bucs up their mark to 7-4 with this win. One last one to show you, and it's in Detroit. It's the Lions taking on the Buffalo Bills. And it's Khalil Shakir. He's going to run a deep route, look it in, and he's gone. 75 yards this one goes. The catch and run for the score. The Bills get the 7-point win, 21-14 your final. And a look now at the rest of the action around the league here in week number 12. Meanwhile, in our game, each team's been able to manage just 1 touchdown, 7-7 tied at the half. As we get you back out to Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
difference maker here in half number 2. We'll see what it is as we're off and running once again. Starting from the 5. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Atlanta about ready to go now. 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Their dominance against this ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Throwing the out route complete. And that will not be enough for a 1st down. They go to punt on 4th down, and out heads Tommy Townsend. And this is the first time he's been called on today. They needed 3 punts out of him in last week's loss as he sends this away. Fair catch called for, and he's got it right near the 30-yard line. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. They'll throw to start the drive. This is completed downfield to Likely. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory.
48-yard line.
Go.
Hall takes it straight ahead. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
Cougar 19.
He's dropping back to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
1st and 10 from the 32.
Ready, go.
Hall running between the tackles. Great decision to bounce this outside, Brock. Gets him about 8 yards on the run. It's 2nd down.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2.
Here we go. Back. No. Bronco. Ready.
They go right back to Hall. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Here we go.
Here's Hall once more. Robbed by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down.
Ready.
This time it's a passing play. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack may change the next play call as it sends them backwards ahead of 3rd down.
You get into the red zone and every detail matters. It matters on the whole 100 yards. But, Kate, once you get inside this red zone, it is so critical. And let's tip our cap to the defense on the details, creating that sack.
Ready, set.
Falcons go a nickel, 3rd down. Third and long for him here. Escapes the pocket. Oh, they're on him, and he's dropped again. And after the play, one of the Falcons still out there injured. So we'll get a brief stoppage here as they check on him. And a field goal try coming up shortly from the Browns. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage.
What a season this guy has had. Yet to miss on a field goal this entire year. And I really hope I didn't just jinx him.
Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. Returnable from the 2. This makes it up to the 25. The Falcons and Drake London headed back out onto the field. And the number of times he's been targeted has led to some serious results. He's currently top 5 in the NFL in receptions. The toss now to Robinson. And he stopped quickly here. 2 yards on the play. We've got 2nd and 8.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffled around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Ready, go. Hawk 70.
Takes the 2nd down snap. Pressure's there, and he goes down again. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
This is a time where you get in that huddle and you just look at one another and say, hey, let's get back in rhythm. Get back in rhythm. Get something good to feel good about. Sure, you'd love to get the 1st down, but more than anything, just find a positive play after a huge sack.
Short pass brought in. And he's able to get across the 25 before stepping out. And that boot will instead be what starts our 4th quarter. We've reached the end of the 3rd. It's Falcons football. A nice little help for them as they trail entering the quarter. The Falcons getting ready for the punt. Tommy Townsend will kick it away. Here's a high kick, hit very well. And he collects the fair catch just inside the 35. The Browns getting their offense out there. And it has been all about these defenses so far, Brock. Even into the 2nd half, we're still waiting for one of these offenses to take charge.
Yeah, what you're feeling, these defenses are making every yard tough, every 1st down tough, every series tough. And offensively, yeah, it's time to toughen up, and maybe more importantly, sharpen up.
That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. Get that big play potential on the ground. Jeez, just infuses your offense with confidence.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory.
Let's go.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he's going to get forward for a gain of about 7 on that run. It's 2nd down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Ready.
They give on 2nd to Hall. And he works this to the 38 before going down. Now we see after that play, one of the Falcons having some trouble out there. They'll head out to look at him. New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38.
Tag. 60.
1st down. Hall gets it again. Running there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Come on, come on.
Changing things up. They're going to throw now. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. When we look back at this one, Brock, it is going to be defensive highlight after defensive highlight. And there again, the examples, they just keep coming.
The physical play has been the trademark. Really, from the 1st snap through this 2nd half, there have not been many just uncontested, clean, efficient plays. Every effort's been answered. And that's why that scoreboard's not been lit up.
Hey, 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Ready.
Air it out on third. Sends this to the end zone. And he's going to score a touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns make it a 9-point advantage. Breece Hall with the touchdown. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Brock. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
Looking to tack on the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Browns make it a 10-point ball game.
17. Falcons 7.
The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. Return coming from the 6. And he's brought down. Just inside the 25. Out of the field runs the Atlanta offense. This could be the decisive drive. Down 2 scores late. They've got to find some points to get it back within 1.
Here we go, set.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Completed over the middle. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
On second down, Robinson. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mocked up, too.
No gain on the play. It's now third.
Pass play now. They'll try to set up the screen. Here's Robinson. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. Offense to the line fast.
A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate said, you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
Throwing now on 1st down. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And their next snap is going to come from the red zone, Brock. He's down at that 17-yard line. Well, this certainly has been a memorable contest for him. His coaches, man, they're going to take this kind of output every single game.
This goes a little beyond the expectations they have for him, maybe even for himself. What impresses me so much, Kate, the guy just doesn't tire. Getting stronger, literally, as this game's going on.
First down, and they go right back to it. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Let's go. Unlock line. Unlock.
They're going to run out of the pistol with Hall. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Now before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the second one used by the defense in this half. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7.
Go. 70 Timberwolves. Ready, ready.
And they'll throw 3rd and long. He brings it in. It's a Cleveland touchdown. The Browns can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with. Right? Think of the receivers. They got to deal with the sidelines, that 12th defender. Many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work with, and when they prove to the quarterback they can be a difference maker, they'll look for him.
Now they'll see if they can tack on one more. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Browns take a 3-possession lead. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. Fielded at the 7. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. There's the Falcon offense headed out. And the last time we saw them, Brock, they took a risk, went for it on their own half of the field, but it didn't work out.
Hey, check that.
Starting this drive with a design run. That one stopped right at the line for no gain. This is going to be 2nd down. Offense in the hurry up here.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10, back to throw. Right side, reeled in by Pitts. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Cleveland. Falcons hoping to make it look a little better before time runs out. Browns are in the nickel for this 3rd down call. Pass play coming here. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Hurry up offense now as time runs down.
4 yards. And the Falcons, 1st down.
Pass play on 1st and 10. Hits him on the out route. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw it with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line.
And the Falcons, 1st down.
Sticking to the air here. Into the hands of Pitts. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd down.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up. He's going to throw it. Throwing to the back of the end zone. Too much on that, and it sails through the end zone. Incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And that leaves them with 4th and 5.
Here we go. 60 by 6.
Running back sent in motion. Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
Hey, I get it, it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
Cleveland's offense all set to take over. And this one, just a formality till the clock runs out. It's only one timeout remaining to stop it. They start to drive and haul. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Behind the line of
Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point.
Ready? 70 Timberwolves. Trap 60, trap 60. Ready,
They're going to pass it here. Looking right, and he finds him. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
A whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front, they didn't give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
Third and long, they're going to throw. To the left and hauled in by Likely. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. So to a chorus of bucks from the dog pound, the Browns take the win at home. And the sting of losing such a close one the week before, apparently still at the forefront of their minds. They got out there and rebounded nicely with a win this week. With Brock Ewart and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a well-earned win for the Browns. As with that, we'll sign off from Cleveland.
Film rooms are the forum where strategies are discussed and victories are born. Each person there has a voice and a chance to step forward with what they believe is the key to this week's game.
Ready? 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. Here we go, shot. 70 Lions. Shut up. Set. Cowboy 80. Ready. Down. Panther 60. Come on, set. Hey, ready. Here we go. Hawk set.
Welcome to Baltimore's Inner Harbor. 70,000 plus have filled M&T Bank Stadium since 1998, the home of the Ravens. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico, along with Greg Olson. Off we go here in Baltimore. This one's taken at the 7. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Ravens offense taking the field for the first time, led by their quarterback, league MVP in 2019 and 2023, Lamar Jackson.
In last week's game, the opponent just really neutralized him and, frankly, this entire passing game. Nobody was open. When they were, he missed some throws. Offensive line had some protection issues. It just overall was a poor performance. So they understand if they're going to come into today's game and have some success, they've got to find a way to get some explosive production and some efficiency out of this passing game.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
This has been a tough sequence right out of the jump. You work all week on your opening script, and they're usually the plays that you feel the best about to try to establish some sort of early rhythm, but through 2 plays, run and pass, all they've done is go backwards.
3rd and long for Jackson. He'll go left side here and complete this one. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
In punt formation.
That's taken at about the 14. Oh, looked like he may have hit a seam for a moment, but he's taken down after a solid return. The Cleveland offense set to take the field for the first time. They'll be led out by the young man in his 2nd season in the NFL.
A lot of things jump off the tape when you watch last week, Mike, but it was really just the overall execution of the game plan that stuck out the most. I mean, not only did he get them in the end zone a handful of times, he protected the ball, and he routinely exploited the weaknesses that they found.
Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
He's got his big target. That's Isaiah Likely. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
The best linebackers at this level, Mike, they have all the physical attributes. That's a given. But it's really their instincts. It's their ability to dissect and predetermine where the ball is going before the ball is even snapped. And you could see with how fast he met the back at the point of attack, he knew exactly what play was coming.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? He'll look to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's out of bounds down inside the 35. They get 21 on that one. It's a Browns first down.
Here we go. Ready?
They'll look to throw. A pass right side going to be taken in by Walker. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. They'll come up here 1st and 10. On the handoff, here comes Hall. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 15-yard line.
Okay, break.
Second down, they need 3.
Come on, set.
They'll throw out of the gun. A throw left side, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Isaiah Likely. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
3 yards to go.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete. And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face. And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
A return now from the 4. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. Lamar Jackson and the Ravens headed back out again. And he continues to be a nightmare for teams trying to defend in the red zone. Look at this graphic. 2nd in the NFL in terms of rushing touchdowns by a QB. And that's going nowhere. Thrown down, literally and awkwardly, right at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
At the 23-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson in trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Mason Graham into double figures now. That is sack number 10 on the year. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. So just a lone field goal in the first quarter of play. It's the Browns with the advantage. We'll be back in Baltimore after this. Raven football, quarter number 2 begins as they've got it with a 3rd and long ahead.
Hey. Yeah.
The shotgun, here's Jackson going for it all. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there. And they force 4th down. Here's Jack Fox now as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Browns offense about ready to get going on their 2nd possession. They were able to turn that opening drive into points. 3-0 our score as they start again with a 1st down. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it. And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the 1st down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Now, faking the give. Now a shot here, deep middle. He's got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Cleveland. Touchdown number 9 for the year. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
So the lead is now 10-0 as this kicks away. This returnable from the 4. Get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. Lamar Jackson and the Ravens hand it back out again. And he's used his legs to great effect this year, both when the pocket breaks down and by design, as you check out the league leaders in quarterback rushing yards. Angling to the sideline, inside the 35. And he is gone. 77 yards. Touchdown, Baltimore. Well, that's a way to start a drive. He takes it all the way to the house. I don't know what they were talking about on the last series, but they've come out on this series, Greg, with the right answer for the touchdown.
And, Mike, the reason a lot of teams start off drives with the run play is to allow themselves to operate ahead of the chains. Well, not this guy. He found the alley, he took it, and he's off to the races for 6.
Now return coming from the 7. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Browns offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. They had that field goal in the opening drive, the touchdown last time they had it. 2 drives, 2 scores, and he was drive through. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. Great way to start the drive. A gain of 20 and a first down.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
And he proves tough to bring down. Good running across midfield. A gain of 8 that time.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 2. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. That's catch number 40 on the season for him.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes. There is a lot of room to operate.
Ray Greenlaw on the tackle. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 20, here's 2nd and 5.
Ready?
They'll go again with Hall. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
A gain of a yard on the play brings up 3rd and 4.
Ready?
2 minutes to play in the first half of a 3-point game. We'll come back to Baltimore after this. They go 5 receivers for 3rd down and 4. Now they'll set up to throw. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
The Browns first down.
He'll drop to throw. Quick throw, taken in. Now the Ravens use their first timeout, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run.
And he will score! Reese Hall, touchdown Browns. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field. And finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Ravens 7.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken at the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense back onto the field for their next possession. They find themselves down 17-7 as this drive starts 1st and 10. He'll complete that to his fullback. 2nd and a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd.
Here's Jackson. Howard with the catch. And he'll be taken back. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. It's going to be their 2nd. And they'll stop it just over a minute remaining in this first half. Jackson now on 2nd down. This defense hitting their ears back, coming to get him again. Jeffrey Simmons. He gets in to record his 2nd sack of the game, number 4 on the season. The Ravens now going to use their final timeout. Clock stops with a little under a minute to go in this 2nd quarter. Jackson from the gun on 3rd down. He's got his man, the rookie from Florida. The Browns going to use the first of their timeouts here as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in half number 1. And he'll get a few yards on this return. A pass to the 15-yard line. The Browns offense and their big play wideout getting set for their next possession. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in the first half, it's resulted in a big play that is borne out by those eye-popping numbers.
Okay, great. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Steady.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Pass caught left side by Likely. Now we'll get a timeout, Cleveland. That's their 2nd. Clock will stop with 34 seconds to go until the break.
2nd and 7 at the 20-yard line.
2nd and 7.
18, here we go, set.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. That's to the running back, Breece Hall. And he'll be taken down up around the 32-yard line. The Browns going to use the last of their timeouts now as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this first half. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Come on, come on.
Back to throw. He'll swing this one out to Hall. And that'll be good for a gain of about 4 as he is forced out of bounds.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now in that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
First down. A gain of 15. First down, Cleveland.
Go.
He'll get up here and spike it, and time for one final play right here. So the Browns going to bring out their kicker and try a field goal. This a yard short of the record from 65 yards out. That one's on target, and it is good! From the other side of midfield. One of the longest field goals in NFL history.
Our look around the NFL starts now. We begin at Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. The Raiders at home to take on the Bengals. And it's ARSB, Amon-Ra St. Brown. He's going to find an opening down the field and pull this one in. A 55-yard touchdown. The Raiders win their second straight as they get the victory here. Got another one to get to right now. How about Gang Green, the Jets, as they host the Jacksonville Jaguars? And this is the Jets quarterback. He'll connect on a 13-yard touchdown pass. The Jets get an important win here in the race to get one of those final wild cards in the AFC. Lastly, we go to Indianapolis. It's the Colts hosting the Chicago Bears. And this is Caleb Williams. He's got nobody open, so he'll just hot-foot it himself.
Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. This one taken at the 7. He'll get this past the... Before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
24-yard line.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10.
Let's go. Hey, check go.
The drive begins with a run, and it's home. And he's got some space. Up past the 30 to about the 32-yard line. A pickup of 7. Come to the line now on 2nd and 2.
Ready? Tap the 60, tap the 60.
Another run here with Hall. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 13 yards. 1st down, Cleveland.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the first half. And he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
It's a short pickup, taking this to the 49. Trey Greenlaw in on the tackle.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. Call it a gain of 13. It's a Browns 1st down.
1st down, Browns.
On the give, it's Hall. And that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring him down for a big loss.
Where a defender makes his tackles tells you a lot about his abilities. And for an interior defensive lineman, Mike, to make plays on the outside of the formation just speaks to his speed, his effort, his ability to run down the line. And we saw it here, and he takes the back down for a loss. Another great throw, and that's been the story as you check out these numbers. I mean, he has done everything this team has asked of him and more.
Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. It looks like we've got an injured Brown on the field. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside.
Here we go, here we go. Go.
He'll look to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone. And listen, I understand that hit is coming. But guess what? That hit's coming whether you catch it or not. And you get paid to make the difficult catches. And I would classify that one as tough, but you got to make that catch. Give your team a chance to come away with this drive with some points.
And some space opening up as he works it down to the 2.
And this is just more of the same, picking up exactly where he left off in the first half. And these numbers, Mike, as you see him, they just pop out at you. I mean, he has been the driving force of this offense from the very start.
Line of scrimmage to the 2-yard line. It's 3rd down and goal.
Come on.
Out to his right. This one incomplete. It is batted away in the end zone. And now it's 4th down.
And the defense knew they had to be ready for anything here on 3rd and short. They decided to put the ball in the air, and they might have been better off keeping that ball on the ground because that defense was ready for it, and they were all over it.
Let's go now. Ready up.
And this will pay off. It is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. That his first touchdown this year.
You can just see the comfort, Mike, that this offense continues to play with. The early momentum in the first half has carried here after the break, and you can see this group just slowly starting to pull away.
And I'm thinking, Greg, about the guys on the other side. You're waiting at halftime, that other offense waiting to get back on the field. What happens? They come right out, extend the lead, and now the task gets a lot tougher for this second half. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. Lamar Jackson and the Ravens headed back out again. And he has been a tough guy to contain all season long, as reflected in those numbers that you see there. A quick throw on the RPO is complete. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
At the 30-yard line.
Up the middle they go. And he will pick it up. Let's give him the 1st down up to the 37-yard line.
And the offensive line does a really nice job winning this play at the point of attack. And once he got the ball, all he had to really do was just find a crease and hit it, and he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Off the play fake. Jackson. Our throw on the move is caught. That one's good for 26 yards.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
Give them 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another 1st down. Jackson now. He's going to be taken down here. The defense comes up with a sack on the final play of this 3rd quarter. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the gun, Jackson. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
Third down and 17.
The shotgun, here's Jackson. And that is incomplete.
And the best offense on 3rd downs, Mike, is to be really good on 1st and 2nd down. This keeps teams from putting themselves in these unfavorable positions. It's part of the reason why these drives continue to stall out.
This is caught. He's got a long way to go. And he's not going to get away. They got him right down after the catch. Great rally to the ball to force a turnover on down. They're going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain. From the 31, here is 2nd down and 9.
At the 31-yard line.
Get it. 70, Timber Wolf.
They'll look to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. That catch number 40 on the season for him.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the 1st down.
A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
To the 48-yard line. A 3-yard pickup.
A run here with Hall, and he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
Here's 3rd and 7.
Cup 92. Cup 92. Hawk 70. 79 Broncos.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he's out of bounds down inside the 35. It looks like we've got an injured Brown on the field. That not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game. A give. Here's Hall. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down.
He was brought down at the 26. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here we go. Go.
On the run, here's Hall. And he's got it. 1st down. A pickup of 4. Now an injury timeout, and that's Breece Hall, who is struggling a bit after that play. That not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game.
Got it. Ready?
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Let's go.
Now give on the ground, and they'll get him down inside the 5-yard line. It's 1st and goal coming up.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it, you know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
From the 4-yard line, trying to punch it in. 1st down and goal.
Red alert! Alert!
Here's a run. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Touchdown, Browns. That's his third rushing touchdown of the year. The extra point is good. And the Browns will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Ravens offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Drive will start on the ground, and he'll only get it to the 26-yard line, setting up 2nd and long.
At the 26, 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. 2nd down and 8.
Hey, middle.
That is caught out wide on the RPO. We'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
He'll try and get there on the ground, and he will have the Ravens 1st down. He was able to get it by plenty, too. Gain of 8 on that 3rd and 3.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On play action, here's Jackson. Flush to his right. He'll take off again.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
A run now on 2nd down. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds.
At their own 27-yard line.
Ready.
They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll be brought down there. And that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. So it's a win for the visiting Cleveland Browns. And it is a season sweep for them. They defeat their division rivals for the 2nd time this year. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL.
Let's go now. 60 Bison. 6. Come on, set! Hawk 70, Hawk 70! Ready! Cougar 19! Here we go, set! Viking 18! Ready! Bronco 80! Ready?
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the birthplace of rock and roll, where the ceremonial guitar has been smashed. We're ready for football at Huntington Bank Field here in Cleveland. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. Will Reichert will get this one started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Cleveland offense set to take the field for the first time. They'll be led out by the young man in his second season in the NFL.
Really solid all-around performance last week, Mike, and I think the biggest factor that led to the win is his ability to continue to protect the football. He executed the offense, ran it exactly how they designed all week in practice. Now, it might not have been earth-shattering performance statistically, but they got the win. He can continue to play that style of ball. It's going to be a tough group to match up with.
Love to start any drive like that. 18 on the first play. And a first down.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
And he'll get about 5.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Ready?
Just shy of midfield. Here's 2nd and 4.
Here we go, here we go. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
They give to Hall. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. Pass right side going to be taken in by Walker. And great determination as he gets forward and picks up the first down.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
Panther 60, 79.
Now they'll set up to throw. He's got a man. It's Walker. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. 22 yards, the pickup there. First down, Cleveland. He'll drop to throw. He'll find Hall out of the backfield. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
They'll look to throw again. Quick throw taken in. And it'll be taken down after a gain 3, but that is good enough for a first down.
So he makes his first catch of the day, and even though it doesn't look like much, Mike, sometimes those are the touches that you can build off of. You know, it's like in basketball, what they say, sometimes you just need to see the ball go through the hoop.
Back to the air one more time. A throw left side, going to be intercepted. It's the safety, Jalen Petrie. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the top.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. So
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. Third down and 9.
Here we go. Set.
McMillan, the man in motion. Throwing on third down. Ward. He'll spot the Fuller Longhorn. Gunnar Helm. And he's going to get this close to a first down, but he's out of bounds a yard short, and that's going to make it 4th down.
54-yard attempt.
And that is no good. He missed it. And this will stay a scoreless game.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive. These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. They have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
2nd and 10.
Let's go. 19 Lions. 70 Lions.
So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. And we're back to Cleveland in a minute. Start of the second. Browns in control of the football. They've got it with a 2nd down and 10.
Ready, steady.
That's caught by Walker. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
That's good.
That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big games like this.
That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
A gain there of 16 yards. It's a Browns 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Alert! Let go!
They'll run. This is Hall. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap. Not this one. They stop him for no gain.
Just watch the speed of the pursuit out of this safety on this tackle, Mike. His ability to play from depth and attack the line of scrimmage and meet that ball carrier in the hole and keep him to no gain. You don't see a lot of safeties able to make that tackle in the open field. That's pretty impressive.
On 2nd and 10, though, trying to throw. This one complete right side. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. That's the 2nd time they connect on this drive. This one good for 13 yards.
Here we go. Set. Viking is steady.
In the red zone now. He'll drop to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6.
At the 12.
Ready? Huh.
Here's Hall. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
We're seeing such an uptick, Mike, across the league in these hybrid kind of positionless defenders, especially safety. So are they a safety? Are they a linebacker? They're good in both coverage. And in this case, they can play near the line of scrimmage and still make play.
And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Cleveland. His 4th TD grab of the season. And
this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
An extra point attempt to follow. The kick is good. And the Browns will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Jimray DK now to return it. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Titans offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They'll be hoping to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 our score as this drive begins with a first down.
And their offensive struggles just continue to show up time after time here in this first half. It's going to be hard to sustain drives when you continue to put themselves in holes on these early downs like they did here.
Here's a handoff to James. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no down.
That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. So, fourth down, they'll hand it over to A.J. Cole to punt it. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. There. Good defense, held to no gain.
You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They've been efficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts. But the problem is, it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score.
In trouble, and down he goes. The Titans will use the first of their timeouts. Talk things over before third down.
My foot up on the gas, but somebody gotta do it. Turn his TV off, turn his TV off, turn his TV off, turn his TV off.
Throwing now from the gun. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's fourth down. DK to return. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. Out. The Tennessee offense, they get set to see what they can do. They'll start out first down and 10. They bring their tight end right on first down. Ward, short pass taken in by the tight end, and good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 35-yard line.
Out of the gun, Ward. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Third and long. Here's Ward. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down. Here's A.J. Cole now, as he's on to punt for the second straight drop. He'll take this in back at the 16. That's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing right, it's taken in, and he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. And apparently we'll forget about that for the moment and turn our attention to quarter number 3. Let's go. Just that one touchdown on the board. 7-0 to score as the third quarter begins. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Titans offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. On the ground, it is James to start the drive. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 1. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Play action. Ward. He'll swing this out to James. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. Give him 14 on that one. First down for Tennessee.
First and 10 at the 30.
Let's go now. 70.
On the ground, it's James. He'll get about 2. Myles Garrett able to bring him down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and
From the 42-yard line, here's second down and 7.
Here we go. 65 fish.
Shotgun snap for Ward. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
They tried to go with the quick game here in hopes they could do something with it after the catch, but I don't think everyone was necessarily on the same page, and this ends up being a wasted down.
3rd and 7. From the gun, here's Ward. Off throw right side, going to be taken in by McMillan. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up 4th down. This fielded in the end zone. Browns offense and Breece Hall getting set for this next drive. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Give up the middle with Hall. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
That one incomplete. Good job. Textbook there. Separated the man from the ball. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. The throw here is complete. And it'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. Looks like we have an injured Titan on that play. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
Impressive play by the defensive end here, Mike. It's his technique. It put him in position to not only make the play, but it's that closing speed that's allowed him to finish it off.
Cougar 19.
They'll throw out of the gun. He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
Ready. Ready.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. The Browns getting their punting team out there. He's on for the second time and wouldn't mind a carbon copy of that first kick. And this is going to pin him back. It's out of bounds inside the 10. The Titans offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Throwing, Ward. He's got a man here. That's Alec Eilmander. And he's going to be brought down up past the 20.
A gain of 12 yards. That's good for the Titans. First down.
On first down, it's Ward. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's second down.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll go with James. It'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5. And here comes third down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Here we go.
Back to throw is Ward. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a first down.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Tennessee.
Get it. 70 Timberwolves.
So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. So, from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Ward gonna keep it here on the zone read, and he'll get about 3 on that one. It'll be second down. Running left is James. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up third down.
Yeah, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored.
He is hit before he can get rid of it. And down he goes. Tyson Campbell on the corner blitz, getting home for the sack. Fielded at the 9, and he'll get a few yards on this return up past the 15-yard line. Now it's the Browns' turn as they get set to take over again on offense. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. He's going to air this one out. That's caught! And he will take this one in. 81 yards. Touchdown, Cleveland. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
here for the point after. It's up and through. And the Browns move out on top, 14-0. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, it's Jim DK. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Titans offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Looking to throw, it's Ward. Throw here down the field. Will fall incomplete.
He's really struggled with his accuracy all game long, and when you look, Mike, I think he's had some opportunities downfield to connect with his guys, and it's one of the biggest reasons they find themselves trailing here late in this game.
On 2nd down, here's Ward. He's across midfield, and he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
First down. A 49-yard gain on the play. First down, Titans.
Throwing is Ward. That's to the right side and incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. Sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out? At this stage of the game, things haven't been going your way, so one more mistake, it could just be too much to overcome. So a nice decision there. Just throw it away out of bounds and give your team a fighting chance.
Throwing on 3rd down, Ward. To the right side, he finds McMillan. And he's going to be marked out down at the 5. 17 yards on the gain, and now they've got 1st and goal. He'll get this out to the left flat. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
At the Browns' 1-yard line.
Tight end going in motion here. To the air again. Ward. And he will score. Game on. Gunnar Helm. Touchdown Titans. It's his 3rd touchdown on the year.
His kick is good.
Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Browns offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. And he's had some kind of game. They made it a point to get him involved early. Boy, did that pay great dividends to this point.
Come on, smash, 18 Cardinal.
The drive begins with a run, and it's off. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Ready.
Back to throw. Got a man open downfield on the crossing route. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. The Titans will use the first of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down. Again, here's Hall, and he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. The defense uses its second timeout here, and don't forget, clock going to stop when we hit the 2-minute warning as well. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Now give up the middle, and not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. And 3rd and final timeout taken by the defense, so the 2-minute warning, the only clock stoppage they have left.
Okay,
3rd and 10.
Here we go, here we go. 70, Denver, go.
Now they'll set up to throw. Pass caught left side by Likely. 17 yards on that play. 1st down, Cleveland.
When you think back to the first half, Mike, just how well he threw the ball, and you thought maybe this defense would come up with some answers in the second half to slow him down, but so far, that has proven to not be the case.
2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports. After this, a fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
On the go. Ready.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And the Browns are going to have 1st and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Let's go.
A run on 1st and goal. And that's a productive run. He gets this one down to the 4.
A gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 3. At the 4-yard line.
Inside the 5, it is 2nd and goal.
Go. Let's go.
No turn and hand this one off. And that play took a little long to develop. They stopped him for no gain at the 4.
4-yard line. A gain of 1 yard on the play. It's now 3rd and goal.
They'll use 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and goal.
Ready.
They'll run. And this defense standing tall in the red zone. They stop him for no gain. And now it's 4th and goal. So it's a win for the Browns. They use a little home cooking here. They play a complete football game. And are going to send their fans home quite happy.